Dear students, welcome back for today's new online topic. The name of today's discussion topic is sulfa drugs, or it is also called as sulfonamides. Before starting this lecture, here is my YouTube channel. Please subscribe that channel for your future videos and future chemistry related videos. In previous subtopics, we have discussed about what do we mean by antiseptic and disinfectant? What are the different heterocyclic rings? Or a brief introduction about heterocyclic compounds. Here, the new theoretical topic, along with this chemistry, the name of the topic is sulfa drugs, or it is also called as sulfonamides. So, what are the learning objectives of this topic? After completion of this topic or session, student will be able to define and classify different sulfonamide drugs or sulfa drugs. Then student will be able to draw the structures of various sulfonamides. Student will be able to recall the properties and storage conditions of various sulfonamide drugs or sulfa drugs. Students will be able to understand how to use the sulfonamide drugs in market, or what are the different uses of the sulfa drugs and different official preparations along with their brand names. So these are the four important subtopics, sub learning outcomes, which is very essential to achieve the different outcomes from this topic. Next, what do we mean by sulfonamide? So sulfonamides are the antimicrobial compounds containing sulfonamide groups, means SO2 and NH2, and are the derivatives of sulfonamides. So always remember, if sulfonamide drugs containing SO2 and NH2 groups and having a antimicrobial or antibacterial. What are the different characteristics of sulfa drugs or sulfonamides? Sulfonamides having a strong bacteriostatic activity, it cure various bacterial infections. It is also effective against the different type of gram-positive cocci. So these are the important characteristics of sulfonamides or sulfa drugs. Then, what are the classification of sulfonamides? According to chemical compounds or according to their nature, sulfonamide is divided into three important classifications. Number one is chemical classification according to substitutes of these groups. These are the 4 to 6 important subpoints of this chemical classification of sulfonamides according to their substitutes, which is present on N1 or N4 position. Next, classification number 2 is antibacterial according to their use, where it used in eye infection, in intestinal infection, systemic infection, also used in burn and urinary tract infections. So these are the different examples of antibacterial classification of drug. Next, according to duration and absorption of the sulfa drugs or sulfonamide drugs, it is divided into long-acting, intermediate-acting, and short-acting sulfa drugs. These are the various examples of sulfonamides according to their duration of action and absorption. Next, very important, in exam also ask such type of questions. Write the detail about the chemistry of sulfa drugs or sulfonamides. Always remember, sulfonamides or sulfonamide group containing S double bond O or double bond O NH2 means SO2 NH2 and that R. The substitutes is present in one of the hydrogen which is present in the nitrogen or amino group is replaced with different substitutes, that is N1, and another is replaced with R. That R may be in the aromatic rings like benzene or other drugs or other rings, that is the carbon is N4. So this is called as sulfonyl group. Now this is the structure of sulfonamide. If we see the box including their structures, name of that is sulfonyl group. This is the aromatic ring, and fourth number position containing or para position is the amide group. And substitutes, very important, the substitute which is present in this is that is the N1 and N4. Where its location is N4? N4 is present on that aromatic ring containing para-benzene amino, and N1 directly attached to the sulfur. That means the N H is replaced with another group. Next, first structure is sulfur diazine. So this is the structure of sulfur diazine. If you see the structure and according to our IPSC name, number the all the structures according to their chemical name. But the substitutes is present on N1 position. The ring name of that heterocyclic ring is pyrimidine. So number that structure of the pyrimidine. According to that, you write down the chemical name of this sulfur diazine. Means what? 4-amino N1, 4-amino N1 pyrimidine YL benzene sulfonamide. This is the name of sulfur diazine. Structure number 3. So sulfur guanidine is also same structure like sulfur diazine. Only the replacement is the N1 position. That is, here is the N1 position. So how to name that structure and how to number the structure? First you number the benzene ring, then write down the first ring name of that benzene ring, that is the parent nucleus is N para-amino benzene sulfonate. But here is the presence of substitutes on that group. That structure, the name of that structure is guanidine. That blue color indicates, arrow indicates the structure of guanidine, and red color indicates this is the basic nucleus of para-amino benzene sulfonyl. So chemical name of the sulfur guanidine is N into bracket para-amino benzene sulfonyl guanidine. Structure number 3 is the sulfoacetamide. Only the substitutes present in all three structure is N1 side, that is C double bond O CH3. So first you number the structure, then you write down the substitute present in that structure. The substitute is acetyl. So chemical name of the structure is N1 acetyl. Why N1? Because the acetyl group is directly attached to the N1, that is the nitrogen number 1 on that basic nucleus, and para-aminobenzene sulfonamide is the basic nucleus of this sulfoacetamide. Okay. Then last important structure from this chapter is sulfamethoxazole. First you number that substitutes which is present on that structure, that is the N1 position, and what is the name of this substitute ring? Any guess? Yes, here is the name of that structure is substitute is 5-methyl 1,2-oxazole 3YL. Why 3YL? Because at number 3rd position the ring is attached to the nitrogen, and 1,2, the 1 indicates the oxa, N indicates the azo, and 5-membered unsaturated, but there is a presence of one substitute on that ring is 5-methyl. So structure complete with 5-methyl 1,2-oxazole 3YL. What is the chemical name of this sulfamethoxazole is 4-amino N1 5-methyl 1,2-oxazole 3YL benzene sulfonamide. Okay. Then what are the different uses and brand names and pharmaceutical preparations of the sulfur diazines? These are the different brand names, uses, and official preparations of the sulfur diazine drug. Next drug is the sulfaguanidine. These are the different uses. Then what are the brand names? And most important is the preparation. Structure number three, very important. Generally, it is used as a eye infection. In exam, also asked for such type of questions. And then list the name of drugs which is used as a eye infection. So sulfacetamide is the best example used as a eye infection. These are the different brand names and these are the different pharmaceutical preparations of these. So these three drugs are very, very important as a theoretical discussion of this chapter. Now next, very important is what is cotrimoxazole. So cotrimoxazole is the combination of sulfamethoxazole and trimethoprim, but the ratio has 5 parts of sulfamethoxazole and 1 part of trimethoprim. So this is the combination of this cotrimoxazole. Always remember definition or what do you mean by cotrimoxazole? The cotrimoxazole is the 5 part of sulfamethoxazole and 1 part of trimethoprim. So these are the difference between this sulfamethoxazole and trimethoprim: color, derivatives, odor, taste. These are the properties and what are the different actions of these drugs. Then next, what are the different pharmaceutical formulations of this trimethoprim and sulfadiazide? Injection, combination in injection, then mixture. These are the different preparations which is available in also market. Very, very important for exam point of view. Then very important point is what is the mechanism of action of cotrimoxazole. First, sulfonamide drug which inhibit the synthesis or biosynthesis of folic acid from para-aminobenzoic acid, whereas trimethoprim which inhibit the enzyme folate reductase, and due to this reason the bacterial cell wall or purine or DNA cannot synthesize, and because of this reason the cotrimoxazole acts as a antibacterial by destroying the structure of bacteria. So they are used as a bacteriostatics. So this is the flowchart of this how to formation of any type of bacteria or any structure of bacteria. Essential chemical is para-aminobenzoic acid, which is converted into dihydrofolic acid, after converted into tetrahydro and then purine and DNA. But our drugs which blocks these two conversions, that is para-aminobenzoic acid into DHFA, and DHFA is also break down by using this trimethoprim. Tetrahydrofolic acid cannot synthesize, and because of this reason the ring is blocked or the synthesis of bacteria cell wall is destroyed. Then what are the different uses of this cotrimoxazole? It is used as a urinary tract infection as antibacterial, then urinary and upper and lower respiratory tract infections like URTI and LRTI. Also examples is pneumonia and bronchitis. It is also used as a skin and wound infections, also used as spectasis and used in eye infection, also used as a meningitis. These are the different 6 uses of this cotrimoxazole. Last important points is the pharmaceutical preparations. These are the different pharmaceutical preparations in tablet, injection, in mixture form for pediatric preparations. Then what are the popular brand names of this drug is Betrim. These are the cotrimoxazole, Cotrim, Septra. These are the different popular brand names of cotrimoxazole. Okay, so this is the overall about the sulfonamide drugs. I hope all of you understand. Very important is the stability and storage condition. It is the common for all sulfur drugs, that is it is affected by heat and light in presence of air and moisture accelerate the effects. So very important, it is stored in well closed light resistance container. Okay, so this is all about the sulfonamide. I hope all of you known about all these concepts. So these are the different questions which is asked exam frequently. You can revise this PPT and write down the all answers of these questions. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for patience.